All right, AGM football down here with Lee Judges. I'm going to get straight into it. I thought the first half was dull. I thought we really lacked any sense of getting anywhere with the ball, any purpose, and I think it took United to score that goal to actually wake us up even a little bit. But I'm interested to hear from you, Lee. Do you see that the same way?
Yeah.
I'd rather watch paint dry than that first half again.
The first half was awful, you know what I mean? Like, listen, you can blame Arsenal, you can blame Man United. I don't blame Man United because that's the way, teams are going to play. You've got to be able to, solve puzzles, and we're certainly not doing that. I think you're being kind when it happened for the goal. I don't think we've done anything up until the sending off, you know what I mean? And then we score in the first minute from then, and then you've got to go on and win it. Okay, we get the penalty bit. We didn't do enough.
No.
Didn't do enough with 10 men to win that game of football. And at the end of the day, I don't know how you felt. As soon as it went to penalties, you might as well have, that was it. That was it. You know, we wasn't going to win today. You cannot continue as a football club to keep missing chances like we're missing, and everybody think it's acceptable.
Completely agree. I think for me, this is something I said I had my rant immediately when I came out of the stadium.
I've had to walk away today. I've had to have a little walk around.
I don't blame you.
To calm down because, try and get some reality into it, because what I've seen over the last few weeks, I've seen too often, and I felt like it was coming. So listen, I've had a walk around, try to calm myself down, and the realisation is that this team is not good enough.
Completely agree. And it's same old mistakes, isn't it, Lee? As you say, you've seen it time and time again. Yeah. I started watching football under the Invincibles, where we had great players in every position. It seems like the latter years of Wenger, I say Emery wasn't here for very long, but for years and years and years, we just haven't been plugging the right gaps and getting the right talent in. And I don't know why that is, but it seems to be happening on a loop, like it's repetitive.
Listen, and I get that, one thing you've got to ask yourself, how do you feel if you're Gabriel today? You make one mistake, bang, it's a goal. You know what I mean? There's two, their defenders are making 4 or 5 mistakes, and they're not, and they're getting away with it. Manchester United are not a good football team. Let's be honest tonight. Nothing against. They defended fantastically well today. Give them but they're not a good side. And at the end of the day, Spurs played these a couple of weeks ago. Maybe a little bit different. All that they banged 4 past them. We never looked like scoring. With 10, we didn't with 11. Let's be really honest, and let's not kid ourselves. It weren't that great with 10. You know what I mean? We created a few chances, but the goalkeeper's made one great save from Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice missed a good header. Havertz has missed from a yard. But what other, other than the penalty and the good save from Declan Rice, was their goalkeeper making unbelievable saves? No. So there's so many things wrong about Arsenal at this moment in time. Listen. It's not that they were a bad side, because we're not. But it's what the frustration is now is that we need to go up a level, and we haven't got the players to do it.
Do you know what I said to a Man United fan earlier? I reckon if they don't go down to 10, they win that in normal time.
Yeah, that was 100%. Tactically, we know that we had no answer for it. They would have won it 1-0, maybe even 2-0, like Newcastle did. Same format, same everything. All that was different today was one team come out in black and white stripes, and the other team come out in black. And at the end of the day, that if I'll be really honest, Newcastle have got more players that are a little bit more lethal. But it was the same blueprint, same thing. Listen, if Tottenham don't go with that format, tactics, and they come out here and go guns blazing against us, and we end up beating him, then on their manager it is, and he deserves to be sacked. But if they come here and defend against us, they have players, as I said earlier on, they've got players in their front lot that are as dangerous and more dangerous than what I've seen out here today. So we've got big problems. It's got to change things.
So what's acceptable now moving forward? I mean, we're practically, I don't know how you see it, I think we're practically out of the Carabao Cup. Formalities have to be completed, obviously. We're behind Liverpool in the league. And the Champions League, still very early stages. But if you can't beat Man United at the Emirates, a poor Man United team, how are you going to beat the likes of some of these big European clubs? I mean, it just doesn't seem likely to me.
Listen, Man United done a job on us today. Not a job on us today, but they've done their job and everything like that, as Newcastle did. Let's be really honest about it. There's going to be better teams coming down here in the Champions League, and that's the formality.
Yeah.
unless you change, unless you bring in some players. If Arsenal don't bring in a couple of strikers, then they're done.
Yeah.
They are done. It's as simple as that, like, you know what I mean? Like, so you have to say to yourself, right, what are you going to do? You have to bring in a couple of players. If you don't, you're going to have to change your tactics. I don't know if Mikel's capable of doing that.
But what's this thing, Lee, about internal solutions? Because to me, I'm going to put it like this: it sounds like total and utter rubbish. What internal solutions are there to the problems that this club have at the moment? Surely the only solution is to go into the transfer market, operate like a big club, slam a cheque down, and get some decent players that can actually do the job.
That's what you've got to do. Look, Man City have had a poor season this season. They've gone out and going to go out and spend money on 2 or 3 players in January. No one can buy anybody in January. Funny of that, Tottenham just gone and got a goalkeeper that they need. Man City are going to go out there and buy players. It's crap. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't spend no money in the transfer window in the summer. If you look on it, like, we bought £70 million worth of players, squad players, and got rid of 2 of our English-based players in Eddie and Smith Rowe. So, listen, Arsenal Football Club have got to look at themselves now, and if they don't make some changes, then the pressure's on. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot. That is inexcusable today. Mikel has he got the tools to get the job done? I don't think he has, but he's got to demand the tools. You know what I mean? He's got to go out there now and say, look, I need help. You know, you've got Jesus gone down today. Like, you know, there's nothing on the bench that's going to be a game changer. I'm looking at what change. The positive change today was Mourinho, Declan Rice coming on. But, like, you know, in normal games Declan Rice is going to be playing. So if anything happens to Declan Rice, say on Wednesday, you're bringing on Mourinho, what's going to happen? The team's going to drop. You know what I mean? Like, from bringing him on today, the team went up a little bit. But I look at the bench now. You know, like, where does Trossard? Who's going to come in now? Trossard. One positive today, I thought that Sterling looked sharp. I thought he done okay. Deserves a chance, but. You know, you cannot continue to keep missing chances like we are and expect us to win football games.
Last question, confident for Tottenham?
No. I'll be honest with you, I'm not confident with any home game. I've watched too many home games this season. When have you been entertained? When have you thought, like, this is going to be it? I think one Champions League game against Monaco, I felt it is, you know. The Everton, let's go back to our last 4 games now, you know what I mean? 3 of them we've not scored in. We've got 2 of them we haven't scored. We didn't score against Everton, didn't score against Newcastle, 1 against Ipswich and 1 against Man United after extra time with 10 men. You know what I mean? Poor. Not acceptable.
Speaks volumes, and we've got to get a striker. Thank you very much, mate.